Welcome to More Than Mindset, the only podcast that bridges the gap between spirituality and success. Go beyond the mind with clarity and confidence coach Kim Guillory and learn how to integrate your passion to serve with your skills and experience to create a business you love. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the show. I am your host, Kim Guillory. My passion, mission, and desire is for my own personal journey, first off, is to become whole, satisfied, fulfilled in this lifetime. And I love guiding and helping others do the same. But the tricky part is we see success differently. So if my mission, intention, and purpose is to help myself become more successful, therefore, once I figure it out, guide others who might be interested in becoming more successful in their own life, don't you think it would be wise for us to figure out what is success to each individual? Because if we are individuals, if we are different, if we are not the same as one another, which that is true in my opinion, then wouldn't you think that what we want is different and what we perceive successful is different? And that's what I want to break down today. Why is it even important to know what success is? Why is it even important to know? First off, if you don't have clarity, then you don't even know what your desired result is. And that's the definition. So let me read it to you. Success is the achieving of desired results, someone or something that achieves positive results or a favorable outcome. It's an endeavor or an attainment, an attempt. Attempt for what? For what? That is what's different for all of us. So for some, success is having more than they had in the past. That's it. That's where I started. I just wanted a better life than my childhood. That was success to me. I remember back in the day whenever I wanted to get out of the trailer house. And so success and desire would have been living in the projects, having a cement floor, a brick house. That to me was success compared to where I was, compared to what my environment was. And so what is success to you? Think back to the first time that you wanted something else or wanted something different. I remember success being able to buy new clothes. Friends in my class would go shopping. They would go to the mall. They would often go together and they would wear matching shirts when they would come back to school the following week. I desired to be part of that. That was success to me. Success was being like everyone else. Interesting, right? It's completely different from being individualized. And there was another time where I just wanted a family. I didn't have that family unit growing up. And so I thought success in this life would be having a family. So what is it for you? What is success? How will you know that you arrived? How will you know that you got there, that you achieved it? And some people get hung up on goals. Like whenever I am coaching them on being successful in their business, and I ask, what was your last outcome? What was the revenue last year? Or what are you earning like on a monthly basis? And so many healers, coaches, practitioners actually don't know, which is surprising when you think about, I desire success, but I don't know what my start point is. And so the very first thing is getting clear about what you have now, and then what else do you want that is for you, not for someone else. So whenever I was like wanting to go to the mall and buy new clothes, and that would have been success, it's because it would have looked like I belong. It would have looked like I was accepted, that I had friends, that I wasn't a weirdo hanging out by myself. That was success in grade school, being accepted, being a part of. Man, I wanted that. That would have been success. That would have been satisfaction and fulfillment. I would have felt safe. So safety was part of my success strategy. Having money to buy resources, go to the mall, belong, be a part of what others were doing. That was success. And the other part that people get hung up on is when I talk to them and ask, what else do they want? They have guilt about wanting more or wanting too much. Like they're afraid to say, even though their neighbor has it, even though who they're following on Instagram has it, they're afraid or ashamed to say that they want it for themselves. That's really tricky, right? So, how can you help someone be success when they can't even accept success? And what is success? Is it maybe you're competitive and it's winning? That is success. Our team won. I won. I did the best. And for someone else, it's just being a part of the game. They're like, yeah, I'm not competitive at all. Don't really care. I just want to have fun. That is success and satisfaction to me. So the reason I'm bringing this up today is I was talking to my VIP group. So we have a little mastermind group that meets, and it is really all about success owners. So it's business owners, success strategies, and it's basically laws and principles and understandings, agreements, like laws and principles of success according to who or what. Guys, it's not me, it's you. What do you subscribe to? What's important and valuable for you? What information do you buy into? What strategies have you decided to go all in on? Because a part of lack of success comes from having too many chiefs following too many people. And they're basically saying all the same thing in different ways. And I see this with my clients. They get caught up in following this person and then a little bit of this person, then a little bit of this person. I tend to lean towards the think and grow rich principles. Like I like those guys back in the day. I don't really like a lot of the fluffy manifestation, go into the woo, and there's nothing tangible and practical. Although I am that, I am a very spiritual being and I have a lot of faith and I trust intuition. I understand it. But when it comes to strategy, if you don't have clarity and you're just like umming for the best, wishing for the best, but you don't have the clarity, you don't know what it is you want, and you don't even know what you have right now, what are you actually depending on? Like, what do you subscribe to? Do you believe in free will? Do you think that everything is already pre-orchestrated and you're just going through the movements? Like, what are you subscribed to? So those are the few things that you can just start to unravel and pick this apart. What is success to me? And you'll just answer that question. Success is, or success means that I have achieved or attained what? Don't ask anyone else. Ask yourself. Go to yourself. This measurement should come from you, not someone else. Because there's the billionaire out there that wants the plane and the yacht and 10 houses and whatever, right? But what about you? What do you want? What's important to you? What do you value? So that's the first. What is success in your terms? What does it mean to you? What do you have now that you want and don't want? So, what do you have currently that you love and you would do again and you would keep? And then what do you have currently that you could dispose of so that you can make room for something else? That's question number 2. And then number 3, what or who do you subscribe to? What body of work? What do you subscribe to? There's no right or wrong. This is just what is right now in this moment. It could change. There was a time that I was listening to Joyce Meyer and Joel Osteen and Beth Moore, and I was chasing Jesus around the world, going to revivals and Bible camps. And like I was anywhere and everywhere that I could find more Jesus. Like I was just hungry for the word of God. Like I was searching everywhere. And then there was a time where I was going into just like evaluating and witnessing and watching and questioning. There was a time I was like really into the yogi world and I was really understanding different bodies of work. And so all I was doing was accumulating information that I could weave through and decide or determine what was true for me. And I was curious, to be honest. I really wanted to understand. I since then have had the luxury, the honor of working with a lot of different clients that come from different religions and different studies of belief. And it has really expanded my mind, opened my mind to consider. Because one thing that never made sense to me was that there was one particular group that was going to go to heaven and no one else. That didn't make sense. I was like, I don't understand if they don't speak this language. What's the chances? That's not the God I subscribe to. So find what it is for you right now. And then just be willing to play with it and juggle it to determine. I am not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't believe in. I don't know. I barely know what's next for me. Because one thing that I committed to was not being stuck. I had spent a lot of years just being stuck. And it was stuck in something that didn't make sense, but I wasn't allowed to question it because that made me bad or wrong. That made me a problem child or a irresponsible person. Like I shouldn't ask, just obey. But that didn't work. And it didn't give me the success that I wanted. But part of the problem was not being able to admit that I wanted more. So that is my assignment for you this week. Determine what is success to you. What do you have that you want? And what do you have that you will cut away in order to have something else? Because believe it or not, we're always looking to achieve more success. It's just how we're made. And the last one is what body of work, what person or what religion or what spiritual understanding do you subscribe to? And there is nothing else to do with this, but just inquire. You're just going to witness your own experience. Be willing to question it, accept it, stay with it, let it go. Like, I don't have an agenda. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I want to help you become more successful in your own way of success. So what is that to you? Is it having a more intimate family life and relationships? Maybe that's success for you, is just having very pure and meaningful relationships. Nice. You still want to know those three things. What do you want? What do you have? What are you willing to get rid of to have something else? And what do you subscribe to? So fun. And for some of you, you're like, this is too much thinking. I don't want to think about all this. Amazing. That is success to you. Success is not trying to figure it all out with your mind, but just living it. Beautiful. What else? That's going to be my question for you. What else? You're like, that's enough. Amazing. Amazing. That's perfect. This is just information that you get to decide if you want to keep, if you want to work through it, if you want to release it. Maybe you just had a moment where you just wanted to be entertained, wanted to hear what I was thinking about. Maybe you were searching for answers and thought someone else was going to give you the answer, and you've now determined that you are the answer. It's inside of you. We're always growing and evolving if we're always questioning, observing, reassessing. Sometimes what worked for a while quits working. It just expires. All right. So enjoy the self-analysis and determining what is success to you. Do you already have it? Do you want more of it? And then just noticing that you are the writer of the story. no matter what you subscribe to. Just knowing that at the end of the day, you always had free will to determine how it was going to play out. Even if exactly what was going to happen is going to happen no matter what, you still get to determine who and how you're going to be on the way to get there. That is free will.
Thanks for listening to this episode of More Than Mindset.